Once upon a time, in a small village in India, lived a beautiful young woman named Anika. Anika was so beautiful that everyone wanted to marry her. Her beauty was famous in the village, and everyone loved her because of how beautiful she was. Her parents loved her very much. Even though they were very traditional, they had not yet married her off. They wanted their daughter to be with someone who could love her as much as they did. Anika had long, curly black hair, and she liked to keep it open all the time. The village they lived in was famous for ghost stories. People talked about ghosts that would steal beautiful women. Anika was brave and did not believe in these stories. She thought they were just made up to scare people. Anika's best friend was getting married soon. She was very excited and asked her mother to make beautiful clothes for the wedding. Anika wanted to look even more beautiful than usual. Someone told her about a special herb that could make her skin glow like the moon. This herb could only be found in the jungle. Anika asked her mother about the herb. Her mother said, "Yes, if you use this herb, your skin will glow. But it is very hard to find." Anika wanted to find this herb for her best friend and herself. She left the house without telling anyone. In the jungle, Anika felt someone was behind her. When she looked back, there was no one. Her heart was beating fast. She heard footsteps but saw no one. She was scared, but she found the herb and went back home safely. She decided never to go to the jungle alone again. That night, Anika had a dream. In the dream, she was sitting on a big rock. A handsome man was looking at her. He reached out and touched her cheek. She woke up, and it felt so real. She felt someone was sitting near her bed. She got scared, but when she turned on the light, no one was there. She couldn't sleep all night. The next day, Anika and her friends went to the lake. There, she saw the man from her dream sitting on a rock, wearing a black traditional Indian dress. She asked her friend about the man, but her friend said, "There is no man." Anika thought she was seeing things because she was scared. They jumped into the water, playing and laughing. But while swimming, she felt someone's presence again and got scared. Anika started seeing the man every night in her dreams. When he touched her cheek, she woke up and felt someone's presence. She didn't tell her mother, not wanting to worry her. She believed in other beings, but never thought a ghost would follow her. As her friend's wedding day got closer, Anika felt the man's presence all the time. Her room started to smell beautiful, and she found roses next to her bed. She thought a naughty village boy was doing it to get her attention. But it was not a boy. It was the entity from her dreams. He had fallen in love with her beauty and was now after her. During the wedding, a family liked Anika very much. They wanted her to marry their son. The proposal was perfect, and her family wanted to accept it. But on the day they came to meet her, their gifts caught fire, burning the boy's hand. Everyone thought something was wrong. Similar incidents happened to anyone who wanted to marry Anika. Her mother thought someone did black magic out of jealousy, but the reality was different. Anika started to see the man in her room. She wanted to scream but couldn't. He never harmed her but sat next to her bed, staring at her. Sometimes she would fall asleep, and other times she wouldn't. When she woke up, she smelled like heaven. She slowly got used to his presence. He was the most handsome, strong man with a heavy but soft voice. He talked to her all night, telling her how beautiful she was and how much he loved her. Anika started to fall for him, not realizing he was not human. People saw Anika laughing and talking alone. They got scared. Her mother saw her smiling and talking in her room, but there was no one. She talked to her husband, and they went to the priest. The priest told them that an entity was after their daughter and wouldn't leave unless he took her with him. They found the strongest priest to perform rituals, but he also failed. The entity warned them that if they tried again, he would take Anika. They found the biggest priest in the country to get rid of the entity. When they were coming back with the priest, they saw their house in flames. Everyone helped to rescue Anika, but no one found her. People still believe that the entity took Anika with him. Some say they see her and the handsome man walking together in the moonlight, happy and in love. And that is the story of Anika, the beautiful girl who was taken by a ghost who loved her.